is a fact that air cargo industry has been slow to adopt technology and a bit hesitant to take a ride on the digital transformation wave that was sweeping across other industries. But the last few years have turned out to be a roller coaster for the air cargo industry due to the sudden boom in cargo tech startups that are challenging to democratize both pricing and real-time availability of information. The air cargo ecosystem is both fragmented and complex with many stakeholders involved along the value chain. Digitalization serves as a perfect opportunity to improve communication and cooperation within the complex value chain, driving both cost efficiency and service excellence. Awery Aviation software is a complete integrated web-based, extremely flexible and customizable platform that manages main aviation business processes and increasing productivity, reliability and efficiency for cargo airlines, GSAs, handling agents and others. Awery is grabbing headlines as it expands its customer base and market reach beyond Europe into Asia and the United States. Hello everyone, I am Reggie John and this is Logistic Tech Dialogues presented by Kale Logistics Solutions. This is our weekly dialogue on innovations and technologies that make logistics move faster and deliver better. Logistic Tech Dialogues is brought to you in partnership with Kale Logistics Solutions, a trusted global logistics IT solutions provider for several Fortune 500 companies worldwide. My guest today is Vitaly Smilianets, founder and CEO of Awery Aviation Software. Vitaly founded Awery Aviation Software in 2009. He has over a decade of experience in global aviation software projects. He is an expert in IT solutions, rich internet applications, ERP systems, mobile platforms, and software development. Vitaly joins me in this episode of Logistic Tech Dialogues from Sofia in Bulgaria. Vitaly, so pleased to have you for this conversation. Welcome to Logistic Tech Dialogues.
Hi, thank you very much for the opportunity to be able to speak at Logistic Tech Dialogues.
Vitaly, let us begin talking briefly about the founding of Awery in 2009 and the growth of the company in the last 13 years.
I started the company in 2009 and eventually it was kind of a lucky chance. I was already in aviation industry. I was working in a company and we were selling cargo aircrafts to Middle East region from CIS countries. And it was an opportunity to actually start building the software to automate the processes of cargo airline. So we signed up the first customer in September 2009 and slowly we implemented more and more models or features inside the system. So it was first like flight control, crew management, cargo management, HR, and then full finance system in one package. Now we've grown up for the team of 52 staff. We are originally from Ukraine and I was living in Kiev, Ukraine. So now unfortunately we are a bit of a relocated team, but because our products and services are fully digital and online, we were able to survive it and even to continue the growth and looking for next projects. We already serve around 100 customers worldwide, and among our customers, cargo airline, passenger airline, charter brokers, cargo GSA, trip support companies, and so on.
What is the approach of Awery when it comes to developing products for the air cargo industry or the logistic industry?
I think our approach, we're really trying to see what is the problem and how to fix it. So ideally, when we develop something, we try to get as much involved in the current process, how it is by airline, how it's done by this company, and see how we can optimize it and digitize it in a way. So it's kind of proper approach to building something which is really needable by the industry.
Who do you compete with and how differentiated are your two products? And those two products are Aviation Enterprise Resource Planning System and Cargo Booking.aero. From what is available in the market, how do you differentiate your products?
I think one of the differentials is fully web-based system. It's built up on up-to-date technologies. Then it combines all the different sources of information in one place. So it can be like sales, operations, and finance. So you get the whole overview of the company. Like using Awery, for example, if you buy 2 cargo 747 aircrafts, Awery will bring you the whole automation of your company. So we'll do everything except maybe just the maintenance of the aircraft. And if you're talking about the cargo booking, we really try to digitize the cargo business and the cargo, you can say, sale and quotation process. And we're really integrating it deeply with the backend system. So for example, Awery or other legacy systems of the customers. We offer it as a white label solution. So we just make it as a plug and play system for airline, small or medium-sized passenger or cargo, where they just can start digitally sell their cargo. Plus on cargo booking, we invested quite a lot and heavily in artificial intelligence tools. And now system is being used to actually convert emails using eMagic just to quotations and offer to the client. So it just saves a lot of time where sales staff need to rekey information, re-enter information, and so on. So system gets the email content. It can be images, tables, or just free text converted to the specific quotation format. Then salesperson of the cargo airline or GSA, they basically just review their capacity, check what rates they want to offer to the client.
Vitaly, we've also been reading about a lot of partnerships and customer acquisitions by Awery. Tell us briefly about some of them in the recent past and what kind of growth have you seen in the past 1 year, year and a half?
Actually, we see a lot of traction on the cargo side because a lot of companies during the COVID, they tried to optimize their workflows. Also because a lot of people were working from home. So the system was a kind of a must too. We have quite a good success stories where we converted some customers from cargo spot systems. So, for example, one of the good examples was Express Air Cargo, Tunisian company. We completely shifted them to Awery, and it took 2.5 months to get the whole transition done. And on the cargo booking, we also see quite a big growth using this automation technology, especially mail parsing. And for the last 3 months, we see almost for the last year, we see almost 400% increase of number of bookings and quotation on the platform. So it's kind of booming, and I really see that the companies are kind of shifting their strategy and looking for kind of things automation and be more efficient.
And what are some of your plans to expand your market reach to acquire customers in other geographies? How strongly and rapidly are you making investment to scale your growth?
Yeah, we actually hiring staff on different regions. So we have now a constant representative in Australia, now in Netherlands, and we are looking for IT solutions provider where we can partnership and to be them and expand using their networks kind of tools and processes.
And Vitaly, how strongly do you feel that organizations with a strong technology adoption and digitalization strategy continue to have a tremendous competitive advantage in dealing with disruptions like the COVID pandemic and similar ones if they happen to happen in the future?
I think there is already a lot of technological improvements with what we see in supply chain, but it's really a bit fragmented. So there is no interconnectivity together in the industry. And this is what I see for the next few years. This is what will happen, that the industry should actually now start to connect different systems, different processes. So you have the whole visibility of the supply chain. And the same goes for the hardware. Now there is much more tools and hardware which helps to digitize the process. So where you can physically track your cargo, have the kind of autonomous vehicles on the apron which will load, offload cargo, where you will not use the fueling and just use electrical vehicles and so on. So there's a lot of things which can really help the industry to go on the next level.
Going forward, what do you think are the other types of technology tools, both in terms of software and hardware, that you think are crucial to air cargo and logistic industries to remain competitive and be on par with other industries?
I think it's kind of combination and edge of technology, and this is a good way where we can take kind of already development from other industries and just try to implement similar approach in the cargo. I think it's already visible with the passenger side, correct? Where, most of the people will just go and buy tickets online. It's not the way it's done for cargo yet. And I think there's a lot of tools and things from banking industry, finance industry, which can be really applied in the cargo itself.
And do you think that the future of freight is actually digital?
Yeah, I think we would not do our projects if we don't believe in it. I think it's really digital and we see it's happening. Yeah, somehow COVID pushed it a lot and we see many companies change their perspective, change their minds, change their attitude to cloud technologies, to SaaS businesses. And we see kind of boom. And I really hope it will keep going this way.
And how challenging is it for you and your company to change the perceptions in the air cargo industry about technology adoption and digitalization? Because a lot of our friends in the industry still think that we can live and do business without technology adoption.
Yeah, but you think now it's not only money, it's also a lot of linked with the sustainability. And I think all this technology really helps to make your aircraft better utilized with space so the aircraft doesn't go empty. Technology can bring a better way of routing the cargo, tracking the cargo, and so on. So in the end, it's really not only efficiency and saving time, but it's also saving resources. I mean, like global environmental resources and also resources within the company. But yeah, it was really reluctant for a long time. And we think it's still a lot of work need to be done to change fully the mindset of the people to be looking to it as a helper, as a supporter. But I think like within the next maybe 3 to 5 years, some of the technology which looks like quite novel, it will be like a must-have, and like people will just think it's normal, and this is where we're heading to.
And do you think the rate of speed at which the technology adoption and digitalization that we saw happening in the last 2 years, particularly during the COVID period and the pandemic, will continue, or will it really accelerate even more?
I think it will continue. Hopefully it will accelerate more, but I see some kind of problems not only with which is linked with the data sharing. So I think the companies are still quite reluctant to that the whole supply chain should be a bit more visible, then everyone will benefit from it. And the second point is what we see from other software providers. The companies are being charged for API usage. So from one side, people are always talking, okay, we need integration, we need like digitalization. But at the same time, software providers are just trying to get kind of excessive revenue from this kind of integration or digitalization processes. So I think we might lose a bit of revenue, but we should do a bit more for the industry itself and to make it more digital.
Vitaly, sustainability is a very hot topic. It is being discussed around, debated. Everyone is trying to take a ride on the sustainability trend. Do you think technology applications could be deployed to address sustainability goals in the air freight logistic industry?
Yeah, as I just said before, I mean, I really think that all this technology, it will bring optimization and better utilization. So if you better utilize your assets, it means you're much less harming the environment, and you're more sustainable. So the much more efficiency you can bring by technology, and so you get the faster movement of the shipments, you have more efficiency in it, so you're improving your sustainability in many aspects. But yeah, again, it's maybe not only from technology side, but from software, but it's also with hardware. But we see a lot of companies now shifting like for sustainable fuel and other technologies which can really reduce the impact of environment.
Vitaly, my last question is, when you look around and observe the emergence of various technologies, we've been in San Francisco a few weeks back. We were at the Silicon Valley, a lot of logistic tech startups trying to improve the air cargo and logistic process. What are you passionate about, and do you think that some of those could well be deployed, implemented in the air cargo industry to make it deliver better, lower cost, and always be sustainable?
Yeah, I think so. And I also think that our solution brings this a bit next level. So we're really like already touching quite a bit of problems or issues and trying to solve them on the digital way. But yeah, I agree, like the industry is getting more and more quite interesting startups, which brings it and combine together software and hardware side. And I think the industry should really look into these new technologies from all of the places.
Vitaly, thank you so much. Extremely an interesting conversation, and I'd like to wish you and your team all the best.
Yeah, thanks a lot. Nice meeting you, and hopefully talk to you soon as well.
That was Vitaly Smilianets, founder and CEO of Awery Aviation Software. I hope you enjoyed watching this interview. Give us a like and share this video with your friends and colleagues. Also, if you're not a subscriber of our YouTube channel, please do subscribe now and click the bell icons so that you do not miss any of our new videos. Join me next Thursday as I bring you a new guest in a fresh episode of Logistic Tech Dialogues presented by Kale Logistics Solutions. Until next Thursday, take care and be safe. Thanks for watching.